Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is the 26th of June, and the moon is in Cancer. It's in Cancer all day. We had the new moon yesterday. And here in the Northeast, we had a break in the weather. The difference in temperature is about 30 degrees from yesterday morning. It's been really hot, and I know that this is not it's true of a lot of places in the country. Hopefully you were able to stay cool or stay out of trouble with this weather and this heat. The opening scene was the oak leaf hydrangea. We have these beautiful little, sweet little roses blooming now. These are like the last roses to come out this year. But the roses pretty much bloom through most of the summer. It's just that the big flush is in June, right? Is that the month we're in? Yeah, almost the end of June, right? Almost to July. So along with the break in the weather, there's been a break in the energy. I don't know if you guys have felt it. It has been so intense over the last couple of days. The astrology really, it was expressed in the astrology. It was expressed in the situations we found ourselves in. But today feels a little different, and we still have some of the more difficult aspects in the sky, but we don't feel as held back. And that's because early this morning we had a sextile between Mercury and Uranus. Uranus in Taurus, Mercury in Cancer. It is an opening sextile, so it opens the lines of communication. It's mentally stimulating. And Uranus is the higher mind, while Mercury is the lower mind. So there's a communication between our lower mind, our logical mind, the mind that has us making decisions when we get up in the morning and evaluating the information we get in. And then, of course, the higher mind, which is a higher vibrational state of Mercury and is more connected to the part of us that remains in spirit, our higher self, our higher mind, that sort of higher vibrational energy. And so there's a communication. You might have even had some prophetic dreams coming into the morning here. We can see the hydrangeas are starting to bloom here. And then these lilies, tiger lilies, they grow all over the place here. They're kind of wild. And they just, like, once you plant them, like, the whole bed will become them. So you gotta, what do you call that? Cut them out a little bit and then put them someplace else. There's an expression. I'm sorry, it's early. Haven't had my coffee yet. Still have some of these beautiful roses here. And then this hydrangea is also starting to come. This is a hydrangea. And those flowers are starting to come out. So the sextile between Mercury and Uranus, we sort of wake up with a new sense of solutions out of the box. A really good time to get together with others of like mind, to plan the future, to plan the next situation, right? The next protest, perhaps, or the next project. We also today have the Mercury moving into the sign of Leo. As it sextiles Uranus. Uranus is at the last degree of Taurus, and then so Mercury at the last degree of Cancer, very, very emotional, now moves into Leo. Now, when Mercury is in Cancer, we're thinking with our feelings, and so everything is always more emotionally intense, right, with Mercury in Cancer. Once it moves into Leo, Leo is more of a sort of self-expressive, self-possessed. We understand what just happened to a certain extent. We're connecting with our own will. And so it's also disposited by the sun. once the Mercury moves into Leo. So because the sun is still in Cancer, it's still emotional, but it's not as it's much more sort of like, okay, I see what's going on, I know how I feel, and this is what we're going to do. It's much more directive. The Leo Mercury is much more directive, and it's going to be there until September 6th. You say, well, that's a long time. September 2nd? September 2nd. You say, well, that's a long time. Why is it in so long? Well, because we are going to have a retrograde. We're going to have a retrograde Mercury in Leo. And so a lot of the ideas and things we're putting forth now, we'll have an opportunity to review and then eventually go forward with it. So this Leo Mercury is a Mercury that's pretty much sitting with us for the summer. I mean, I understand that September is also the summer, but it's a different kind of summer, right? Get to September, it feels different. So we can expect to hear a lot from a lot of people. People are going to say stuff. They're going to have to go back on what they say, reevaluate and review it. But there's going to be a whole lot of conversation and a whole lot of self-expression this summer. The other thing that is going on today is a sextile between Mars and the Sun. And this helps to clear things up a bit. Mars is now in Virgo. Virgo is very pragmatic and practical. It's actually the Sun to Mars, when you look at it as a synodic cycle, just like when we're looking at it, not in our own charts, but like in the collective chart, the Sun is actually moving towards, hold on, is it moving towards Mars? So this is also a sextile, but this is an opportunity to share what we know, what we understand through experience. It's sort of a closing sextile. And so we've had a lot of illumination around motivations, actions and motivations, both of our own motivations and actions, and, you know, people in positions of power, of course, right? The collective. So we're in a better position probably today than we've been in at least the last week or so. So if you're feeling a little bit of an easement, it's real. Okay. What else? Let me see. Is there anything else blooming that you guys might want to see? Well, all of this is going to need some water, I think. It was really hot yesterday. I think we might get a little rain today, so that may take care of it. But yeah, good day, I think. A lot of really good ideas, get together, a lot of group activity, very beneficial. Hope springs eternal, guys. All right, have yourself a great day. Take care of yourselves. Let's see, Mystic Sisters this Saturday on Ona's channel. You can check that out, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Another announcement, I'm having a astrology class on synodic cycles. If you're interested in that, you can go to my events page on my channel, theseedsoftransformation.com. Just go to events. It's listed there. You can click on it and you can be part of the fun. If you have to have a basic knowledge of astrology for this one. But other than that, it should be fun. It should be a fun time. Starts on the 7th and runs for 6 consecutive Mondays. All classes are recorded and sent to you after the class, so you have it. You have it. All right, guys, take care. Let's just leave you with a nice view. Give you the 360. Oh yeah, we did have one other thing bloom. Oh, look, look, we have a morning glory. Our first morning glory. That's story morning glories. And we also have a little, look at this sweet little mallow here. Just growing out of the cracks. This is funny. The mallow grows all over the place. And it doesn't usually grow in the same place. So you got to look for it. But then it comes up in this sweet little face. Oh, and the hostas are also blooming. You can see that. They got a little burns from the sun. They really prefer shade. But they also tend to take over as well. All right, guys. Have yourself a great day. Much love.